What's going on, guys? It's your boy Darth Jar here with a Star Wars story that I'm going to get into and how we can get the redemption of Jar Jar Binks in the future. But before we do get into it, remember, hit that subscribe, like, and notification bell so you're always in the know. And also go check out my last video on something Star Wars on the Kenobi series that you don't want to miss. So go give it a like as you watch it, and let's start the show. So we do know that Jar Jar Binks was a Gungan male military commander and politician who played a key role during the Clone Wars and obviously the prequel trilogy. So we saw him obviously throughout the whole thing, and he played, you know, a pretty important part at certain parts of the Clone Wars and also as well as the movies, right? But we do know he was very close in the Clone Wars as well with Padme Amidala, you know, as an alliance, you know, very, very vital in the ending of the Trade Federation's invasion of their shared home world. In the years that followed, Binks did become, like I said, a junior representative for his people in the Galactic Senate. So he went through a lot. I mean, he went up the ranks. Yes, we went from seeing him, you know, in the Phantom Menace to being something bigger in the Clone Wars. And, you know, it's safe to say that he could have been something more. They could have set him up for certain things possibly going forward. But again, we do have the OTs, so we understand that that can't kind of touch that. But before I do get into it, I do want to talk about his fall, which is the most important one because, again, it's really tragic. Now, like I said, I gave you a little brief summary of his rise. Let's talk about his fall. The emergency powers Binks proposed were used by the Chancellor, secretly the Sith Lord, Darth Sidious, to amass total power and transform the Republic into the Empire. In the years that followed, Binks once again became an outcast on Naboo due to his role in the rise of the Empire. By the time of the Battle of Jakku, Binks was actually, I know this is going to break everybody's heart, but he became a street performer in the capital city of Theed. How sad is that? Where he was scorned by adults, but beloved by the children who came to watch his antics. Guys, this is a big setup, and I'm gonna say it here. This is a big setup for Darth Jar Jar. Yes, you heard it here, Darth Jar Jar. We have all come to love this character, and I think that he can possibly come maybe sometime after the OTs, the Mandalorian. Bring him in, you know, bring him around during that time of the Mandalorian, where he becomes this powerful Sith Lord. I would love it and I would dig it, and I want you guys to really marinate on this because we've gotten so many like memes of this, but let's take it serious for a second. And like, couldn't we get this like an angry Jar Jar who's tired of being, you know, scorned by adults? He just finally turns and gets so angry, you know? And what if it's, you know, the Jedi that lied to him? You know, they did wrong by him. They let him down. So in reality, he can turn. And, you know, again, I say this jokingly, but at the same time, I mean it. I would love to see a Darth Jar Jar. Comment down below if you would want to see this, because I know I would. And I think it would be so cool to see this. And again, he has a compelling story in a sense of he went through a low, a high, and then a low, and then it can be a high again. So again, guys, this would be a really good one to see us get Darth Jar Jar for once. Comment down below, hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know what you thought about this one, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. Later.